We are the Lab Doctors. I'm Amanda.
I'm Dorothy.
And I'm Zhao Yong.
We are biomedical researchers who realized we still have a lot to learn about science.
So why not join us on this quest?
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Lab Doctors podcast. So this week we're going to be talking about...
Do women need more sleep than men?
What?
So I found this topic interesting because I sleep a lot and I just want to be able to convince other people that I'm a female and therefore I can sleep a lot.
Why?
So that they won't call me like a pig for sleeping so much.
Does anyone call you a pig?
Okay, not really like.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you sleep an excessive amount? I feel like it's only on the weekends, right?
No, I can sleep like 14 hours a day.
But like not every day.
Not every day because we have to work.
Yeah. As in like, I think 14 hours a day for like 1 day a week, that's
a lot, right? That's like...
Just feel like different people need different amounts of sleep.
Okay, that's true. Okay, so following our sleep episode, remember how many hours of sleep we need a night?
7.
Okay, great. But did you know that women need more sleep than men? Which is yes. So depending on which study you find, women sleep about 11 to 20 minutes more than men on average each day. So it's a truth.
Wait, but this is just observational, right?
No,
like where's the correlation that it's a necessity, I guess?
Yeah, that's where we're going.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay, and I got a few reasons. So firstly, the risk of women suffering from insomnia is 40% more than males. Okay, next. There is also a disorder called the restless leg syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know?
I think when you're sleeping, your leg just kicks. It's like neurological or something.
Yeah, kind of. Maybe not entirely neurological, but basically it's an uncontrollable urge to move the legs because of uncomfortable feelings when you're sleeping, and moving will actually help you ease the discomfort. Do you feel like you move a lot when you sleep?
I mean, as a child, my sister said I always kick her. And like some nights, I wake up, my head is where my legs are. And then yeah, but I'm one person, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I move. No one has ever observed me sleep, I guess.
But do you feel like you move a lot?
I don't think so.
But okay, so speaking of another female in my life, my sister, she doesn't move at all. So, like I always have to make my bed the next morning, so I have to like fluff up the blanket and everything. My sister just removes the blanket and then like puts it back and it's done.
Okay, so I mean, we can't really tell, but the restless leg syndrome becomes more prominent during pregnancy and menopause. So apparently women with 3 or more kids have 3 times more risk of getting restless leg syndrome compared to men or someone who hasn't given birth. Also, women with the restless leg syndrome may develop other comorbid problems that affect sleep quantity and quality. On the other hand, there's obstructive sleep apnea, which I think...
yeah, males are at higher risk of that.
Correct. Yeah, so males have 2 times more risk of getting this. And this is because of the nature of the upper airway, greater neck circumference, and susceptibility of the airway to collapse.
Do you want to explain what obstructive sleep apnea is?
Oh, me?
I guess, do you know? No, I mean, like, do people know? Is that like a known thing?
Basically, it's like your airway closes in your sleep. Because of that, then essentially you are not really breathing properly. And that's also one of the reasons why people snore loudly, because of obstructive sleep apnea.
Yep. So because of obstructive sleep apnea, people snores more, snorts more, and gasp more.
Wait, snort? Like
yeah, I think it's like the...
S-N-O-T? Or snort?
Oh, I did this so smoothly. Snort.
Okay.
So here I would also like to add that this might be one of the factors affecting sleep, especially if they are light sleepers. They can be woken up or like find it hard to fall asleep.
Oh, because of the snoring?
Yeah. Then I hear of like people I know that sleep separately from their spouses because of this problem.
I like how the solution to snoring is let me get another room instead of let me go see a doctor about the condition or like
that's true
sleep apnea
also.
machine.
No, because snoring is fine. Yeah. I'm fine.
Oh yeah, my sleep quality is so good even though I snore. Really?
I think people don't really see snoring as an issue because it's like, everyone also snores, what?
No, but to the extent where you would force a partner to be like,
you're just a light sleeper, what?
Which is, I mean, like, okay lah, yeah, wow, so much love, right? Like, what?
I
really?
guess, yeah, I don't know, but is it very easy to treat in that sense? Like,
I guess the sleep apnea machine honestly isn't all that much better than the snoring. Apparently, it's very noisy.
Yeah, because it's like.
Yeah.
Like legit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've watched a YouTube video on this, sorry.
Yeah.
That's why it sounds so.
It's quite bad also, but I feel like that's for very dramatic cases of like of snoring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, while you may not feel it should improve your quality of sleep as well.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure. Because
exactly.
apparently, like when you're going through these episodes, it feels like you're not breathing.
You're not.
So then like it feels like you're not sleeping. So if you have these like snatches of time,
Yeah.
that's like the amount of sleep that you're losing.
Yes,
in the
exactly.
night. Yeah.
It's like micro awakenings or something. I can't remember. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so moving on. The second reason is hormonal differences. So Amanda, do you experience a day or two of tiredness before your period comes?
From sleep? Not really, leh.
No, like you feel like you need to sleep more.
Oh, before my period? Not really.
Really? Okay, before I chance upon this thing, right, I noticed that before my period comes, like maybe it can be like a few days before, it can be like directly the day before, I'm extremely tired. Like I feel that I need to sleep more, and then maybe at work I'll feel like really I want to take a nap or something like that.
Oh, I constantly feel like taking that.
I mean, yes.
I don't know. I just feel more tired when I'm having my period.
I think
like
that's
the first
possible as
few
well.
days.
Yeah.
But not before.
That's
don't
possible
think.
as well. So, okay, hormones affect our sleep cycle. Increase in estradiol and progesterone levels during the late luteal phase correlates with an increase in wakefulness and decrease in REM sleep or the rapid eye movement sleep. Also, PMS, which is premenstrual syndrome, may also happen at the same time. So sometimes the drop in serotonin during PMS is observed, and whilst not enough data has been shown, taking SSRIs during the late luteal phase of menstrual cycle may help in controlling PMS. Because cramps, bloating, headaches also affect the quality of sleep during PMS or the period itself. Which is true in my case, because like sometimes I wake up from cramps.
Yeah, sometimes I can't fall asleep because of the cramps. Yeah, kind of sucks.
So yeah, and the prevalence of insomnia also increases from an average of 35% to 44 to 61% after menopause. This increase may be associated with the presence of vasomotor symptoms, hormonal changes, age-associated changes in sleep, comorbid conditions, and psychosocial factors. And in some studies, they find that hormone replacement therapy can help to alleviate some of these sleep disturbances and improve your sleep quality. But more studies need to be done. Okay, next. Unpaid labor. Women spend more time on unpaid labor, such as household work, as well as taking care of children. In today's society, it may be more balanced in terms of like the amount of paid labor and unpaid labor that men and women do. So in a study by Bianchi and team in a cohort from USA, they found that women still spend more time doing unpaid work, more than men, even if they are employed. Women are also more likely to wake up in the middle of the night to take care of others in the house. Therefore, this might affect their sleep, and therefore they need more sleep.
What's the sigh?
Just feeling disappointed at my gender, I guess.
Oh.
No lah, but I do hear of like guys who wake up.
Oh no, of course. But if you talk about statistically, I'm just like,
But I don't know if it's a light sleeper thing. Like I feel that
not an excuse.
really like
Yeah, not an excuse.
I feel like I
agree.
will wake up to a child's crying more than my husband.
Yeah, but then you can kick him away and then he has to go lah.
Yeah, I mean that's fair also.
Yeah,
I mean, like, as long as there's some compromise, I think it's fine.
yeah.
Yeah. So the fourth point is different views on sleep, which I think links back a bit to
Wait, different views?
views on sleep, like how we
Feel like perception.
importance of sleep.
Oh.
So there are some studies that have been done, and basically they concluded that women have different views of sleep compared to men. So in one sense, like women may prioritize sleep over other activities. So men have greater tendency to prioritize other things than sleep. So for example, they rather go out and therefore they sleep less, kind of thing. Or like they rather do like other activities than sleep. Not for you. I was thinking about you when I was writing this, but I was like, no, not for Zhao Yong.
I need to sleep my 10 hours.
Do you really sleep 10 hours?
I think if I can every day, I would.
Oh, same.
Yeah, I didn't really go too much into this. I don't know how true it is. I mean, they did some studies. That's what they concluded. But
I'm guessing these are self-reported studies on your perception of sleep, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. But I just think in the Singapore context, right, it's very interesting how we always see uncles at the coffee shop and not their wives. So I just think like, what would the wives be doing at home? I would be at home sleeping. Okay, and the last point, or the fifth point, is that males and females are wired differently in terms of the brain. A study with 210 middle-aged men and women found that women slept 20 minutes more than men because the female brain worked harder. Okay, pause, don't think too much yet. So, women tend to have more complex and active brains than men, which may require more time to rest and recover. When one sleeps, okay, so the importance of sleep for your brain recovery is that when you sleep, the brain recovers and repairs itself. In deep sleep, the cortex, which is the part of the brain responsible for things like memory, thought, and language, will disengage from other senses and go into recovery mode. Okay, but they also concluded that men that do complex jobs that involve a lot of decision-making and high-level thinking also need more sleep than other men. So it supports the idea that in general, if you use more brain, like in terms of complex thinking, then you need to give your brain more time to recover. Which I feel is kind of true because like, don't you feel that on days where you think a lot, then you're very, very tired also?
Yeah, when I study.
Yeah. Okay, in conclusion, there are evidences that women need more sleep than men. But the question also is whether the extra sleep in terms of minutes is making up for the potentially lower quality sleep if they experience it. So ultimately, of course, it still varies from person to person. But yeah, now I can just say women sleep a little bit more than men on average.
But
I feel like that's the only thing you can say. Observationally, women sleep more than men. Whether
biologically, is it?
I don't know.
I feel like it's very complex because it sounds like there's a lot of social factors that are involved also. So it's very hard to say like biologically. So yeah, I agree. Observationally, probably.
My main takeaway, I guess, is that it really depends on the individual, regardless of your gender.
Yeah,
that's what I feel.
And as usual, subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Spotify. A like and a comment would really help us out.
You can also follow us on our social media, Instagram, Twitter or Facebook, and feel free to DM us any questions.
Alternatively, you can email us at thelabdoctors@gmail.com. We'll post the links in the episode description so you can check that out if you're interested. Thank you.